Gentlemen, this is what it's all about. In just a few short weeks' time, this is no longer going to be in my possession. It is going to be coming home with one of you. Hello, by the way, Kurt here for TDW and Talks with Dorks, and I'm joined by the two men who are going to be competing to become the first ever TDW men's champion on June 20th at Slam by Me. We've made a lot of jokes about being Ryan versus Ryan, but today I am talking not to my Ryan, but to Super Relic and his opponent, join me as well, Sir Ryan Matthews.
Yeah, it's weird because realistically, we've not done a podcast in a while.
No.
And the first one we're doing is this one. And I'm not going to lie to you, the second the recording started there, the energy started flowing, the adrenaline started pumping, because this is the moment I've been waiting for. Ryan, I see you there. I've been waiting for this moment. I know we're going to have differences in opinion right now, but this is the moment I've been waiting for, and I know this is a moment for you. It's got to be. So here we are.
Here we are, finally. Feels like a long time since we've, well, I was going to say stood face to face, but the next best thing, I guess. So let's talk.
And that's what I wanted. I wanted us to talk. And this is how we do things at TDW, how the boys have been doing things in the run-up to Slam by Me. And as I don't know if you've probably seen, I've not been involved because my concentration is here. Of course, Ryan, that belt that's sitting on his shoulders there, I know as much as you want it, I want it. I need it. And I know there is, like Kurt said, there is a lot of similarities between us. We are, in my eyes, we are so similar, bar the one thing. The one thing is, you're a lot younger than me. You're on that fire rocket to the sky. This is it for me. And this is the moment I've been waiting for a long time. So all I ask for you, Ryan, is don't see me as the old man. Please. Come on.
It's funny. I don't expect, like, you think there's a genuine similarity between myself and you. Like, yeah, fair enough. Outside the ring, yeah, we're both. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a nerd as well. Like, I'm literally wearing a Predator-inspired piece of merch, but that's where the similarity ends, Ryan. We're not the same. Do you honestly? Age is the only thing keeping us apart. Couldn't be far removed from the truth, my friend. We are not the same. We are not built the same. We are not got the same level of drive, the level of commitment. So, yeah, this whole crap about me and you being the same, we can nip that in the bud straight away.
Okay, see it from my point of view then. Yes, on paper, the first thing that everyone pointed out is Ryan versus Ryan. People found that funny because I wasn't even meant to be in the match I was in that we got to this point. But now, yes, Ryan versus Ryan, it's become very serious. You say we're not the same. We both have utilised one of the same devastating moves in the ring. You love a sharpshooter, I love a sharpshooter, and I know this is going to be who the first one to pull it out. And yeah, you know what? Maybe that's where the similarities end. We're both geeks. We're both the same name. We both have the same finishing move because maybe we both like the same wrestlers when we grew up at different times. Maybe not. Maybe you chose a sharpshooter because of someone like Bret Hart, the wrestling machine. I know I chose it because of The Rock, because I was here for the entertainment stuff. That was where my career went. And yes, you're right. Maybe that is where the similarities end because I was always just the guy on the show. Just one of the guys on the show. I see you, Ryan. I watch everything that you put up there, and I try to watch everything you're doing because I'm a fan of you, because I love wrestling. You are the guy on the show, not just a guy. You're the guy. And yeah, okay, that is a big difference between me and you. But now this is my chance. Maybe it's too late to be the guy, but I'm going to give it everything. Are you going to do the same for me? You see me, just see me as someone to contend with. That's what I'm asking.
I'm going to treat you the same way I treat everybody that I go face to face with in that ring. Yeah, fair enough. There's an age difference, and fair enough, you know, like you said, you might have been just a guy on the card, but I'm not that guy. I've been hungry ever since I stepped foot in that ring. And like you said, you see week in, week out, I tap people out with the sharpshooter. I've put a mark on that move. I don't care what anyone says. I know that when I put that move in, there's nowhere else for anyone to go. Yours might be a cute little tribute to The Rock, but mine is a weapon that I've used time in, time again, and a weapon you saw me use at the last tournament. I destroyed Gary. I say I destroyed Gary. His back gave out, but I'm the one who took advantage of it. And then I went on to kill one of your fan favourites in the final as well. Because at the end of the day, it's not just a tribute for me, it's a weapon, and it's a weapon that I use effectively. So you can keep watching all the footage of me using it. All it is a spoiler, because that's exactly what I'm going to do to you. And I'm not going to hold back because you're a bit older and because you've been out of the ring a little bit longer than myself. The point is, when that move is on, you're tapping out or you're giving up. And then that title that's sat on Kurt's shoulder right now is coming home with me.
For 1 second, do you think I really, really believe that isn't going to happen? I'm not stupid. I know. Again, there was a reason I wasn't ever the you on the show, the guy, the main guy. I know I never, ever, ever was deserving of it because I didn't concentrate enough. Now I have a reason to concentrate because that little company I started with these guys now has a reason for me to be in it, in the position I always wanted to be in. Something that I didn't put myself in, I was forced into, and now I want it. So, of course, I believe that time, age, everything is on your side. But for me, it's determination. That's what I have here, the heart. I will be in my hometown in front of my friends, my family. I know that this is another belt for you, another belt to add to all of the belts you've got and that you are going to have. I can see, I know you're going to go far. This is my last shot, so I am going to give you everything. You may well put me in that sharpshooter and make me tap out within seconds. But you know what? I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure that I give you everything I've got until I can't go on no more because that's all I've got left.
See, I don't fully understand. This happened last time I was on this podcast. There seems to be this element of this fairy tale notion that everything's going to work out in the end. What happened last time? Last time I came on this podcast, you had this whole magical story laid out. Gary and his brother in the final, competing for that title. How did that play out? I crushed that fairy tale as well. Like, yeah, fair enough. All the stars aligned for this to be a magical moment for you. It's an event named after one of your favourite movies. You know, it's going to be a big event for yourself. But like you said, I thrive under pressure. I've gone on against some of the big names in this industry. And every time I deliver. And Slam by Me, it's going to be no different.
And I'm going to chip in here at this point as well, because one of the things Relic said a second ago was that this could be over in seconds. I don't think seconds is what we necessarily need to worry about as well, because I am going to give props where it's due to Sir Ryan Matthews here, because all the accolades in all the different places and promotions that you wrestled for aside, in TDW at the very least, you've built a reputation already as a bit of an endurance wrestler. Multiple rounds in the Classic British Rules match against D'Angelo, 2 matches on the same night in the tournament. Relic, I've got to say, even if this goes longer than seconds, this isn't even necessarily an age-related thing, and just the fact that, again, that endurance and that reputation for being able to go the distance and perform at that level for that period of time, that is also going to be a factor that you're going to have to compete against.
Of course. And why do you think? Look what happened. It's almost, by the time this comes out, it will be almost exactly a year since TDW started. And at that point, it wasn't TDW. It was going to be a one-off. And if you remember, I was put into a match again then. I wasn't expected to be in. When RJ asked me to face him for the PWE title, I wasn't ready. I hadn't trained. I hadn't got myself into any kind of shape. I rolled around just because we had a show coming up. I went and had a little roll around at a couple of schools just to see how I felt, if maybe one day down the line I could step back in the ring. I wrestled and I could. The problem I had was the endurance, was trying to keep up with someone that is active. But I've had now, 3.5 months since I knew this match was happening. Yes, it might be a joke to you, Ryan, but I've been out there and I've been making my training videos to show that I'm taking this serious. I've been down at different schools and I'm trying to make sure that I can keep up with you for as long as I can. And again, I know and I understand that this could be not the fairy tale ending that I want. But understand, I got to keep that hope alive for me and my family and my kids and my friends and everybody that will be there. Because if I don't, what am I doing it for?
Oh, we're just not the same. This is what I struggle most with. Like, you talk about my endurance, yeah, because as much as I may compete on weekends and stuff, professional wrestling is a full-time gig for myself. I train every single day so I can go through several matches on a weekend, some even in the same night. I have got that endurance, and even after the last event, I was ready to go again. When I stood face to face with you, if you said, let's go right now for that title, I would have been ready.
I believe that.
Also here is a bit of maybes, if, buts. And like you said, I've seen some of your videos pissing about on school mats with kids. Like, am I meant to be impressed by that? Like, just because I'm not posting videos of every day I'm in the gym or every day I'm training in jiu-jitsu or professional wrestling, like, doesn't mean I'm not putting the work in. It doesn't mean I'm not taking the match seriously. But realistically, it makes more sense for me to finish you off as quick as possible, just for the fact that I do not want to embarrass you in front of all your friends and family and ruin this fairy tale moment that you've got planned. But you've got to realise again, Ryan, I'm the reality in this scenario. All this fairy tale bullshit about who's going to walk out on top, all these magical moments you're going to have, it's irrelevant. I'm the reality. You're looking at me dead in the eyes right now. You're looking at your reality and you're looking at your first ever TDW champion.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rewind that back a little bit. You seem to be under the impression them videos are there for your benefit. They're not. Them videos are for what I do on the side, social media, for people to see that I'm doing that. Do you really think I'm that stupid that I would post the videos that you should be watching? The ones where I'm in there training hard. I'm showing you the bits and bobs that I hope you are watching and hope you're thinking, oh, do you know what? This is going to be easy for me. Because deep down, you saying that there and just then has made me realise, right, I'm ready for this. And I will come at you with everything I've got. Because, again, you're only seeing there what you need to see. You're not seeing what you're going to see.
If that's the case, then how is that back of yours?
What's that meant to mean?
Well, you say I can only base it off what I've seen, of what I've heard. Those videos online don't quite show that. You're probably not as 100% as you make out to be. Am I wrong in saying that?
I'd be lying if I didn't say that. I've been dealing with a bit of a pulled muscle issue in the back and suffering a bit for the last few weeks, hence why there's not been any training videos for the last couple of weeks. But then again, that's where again we do differ. It's the age thing. I did turn 40 just a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to have these issues. Of course I am. Again, maybe if I'd kept active throughout all the years and maybe if I trained as hard as someone like yourself, maybe I'd be dealing with this and I wouldn't be having the back problems I'm having right now. But I didn't. I tried a different lifestyle. I went off and I worked abroad, partying for years, instead of concentrating on the wrestling. I get that. I went out and I chose the wrong path. And then, when I became a DJ, started playing music with people and I got to entertain people with music. But then I started TDW with my friends and I realised I was missing something. And maybe I'd realised for after a long, long time, there was something I needed. And I didn't realise I needed it until it was put in front of me as an option to take it. when that idiot that works with us, Laferde, decided to put me in that situation. And yeah, do you know what? I'll tell you what. 3 months ago, you came face to face with a Relic, because that wasn't the guy that was expecting to be in that match and go for that belt. But yes, I've got a back problem. Yes, I'm still training hard. Yes, I'm still going to give you everything I've got. You were dealing with a Relic then. Now you're dealing with a super Relic. So listen, we can carry on talking. We can carry on going around the bush of you trying to throw back at me my back problems. But Ryan, I just want to fight you now. I just want to get to that ring and let's have this go down. Because are you ready? I'm ready. Can you see it? I'm ready. I'm ready to snap.
All I heard from what you just said is that wrestling has been your plan B. This is my plan A.
Yeah.
Always has been. Ever since I watched WWE on the television, it's always been my plan A. There was no, I didn't need to go abroad and party. I didn't need to DJ. I didn't need to do any of that crap to realise that this is what I want and that this is what I was born to do. And that, I'd like to think, is the sort of attitude you'd want out of a world champion, out of the TDW champion.
100%. And again, right now, I have no power within TDW, but that's exactly the kind of champion that TDW wants and needs. But again, it's too many in this fight, and you're right. Wrestling was my plan B. Do you know why? Because I didn't have anybody to share the spoils of wrestling with. And that's what I always wanted. When I was in the ring, I wanted to be someone to be proud of me, someone to stare up at me and look at me. I used to take my nieces and nephews to wrestling shows, and some of them still come to the TDW shows now because they used to love seeing their uncle in the ring. But now I have 2 stepkids and my own son. Now it's become a plan A and a part of what I need to do, because I need to prove to them who I am deep down. And that is the Super Relic. And that is what they're going to see on June 20th. And they haven't seen that yet. They've seen sprinkles of it at the shows they've been at TDW. But now, and I am so honoured that it is you, Ryan. I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm honoured that it will be you that I get to do this with. And again, if you win, fuck me, you deserve it. Because you are Ryan Matthews, and I get that. If I win, listen, hey, at the end of it, do me a favour. Will you shake my hand if I win? Because I'll shake your hand if you do.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm walking out with that title, and I'll happily shake your hand because, like you said, I don't want to rob you of the opportunity to make your children proud of you and everything you just said. But they're not going to be proud of you for winning the match. They're going to be proud of you for the fact that you survived in there with me. So, fair enough. I probably will shake your hand afterwards, but it won't be to congratulate you. It'll be out of pity.
Again, this is what I'm telling you. No matter what happens, I will give you everything I got, and I'm ready for this fight. If you win, the better man won. Of course you did. But I just want to stand tall in that ring and say I tried. And I tried my damn best. And if it was the last time I get to step in the ring, and it's the last opportunity I get, again, it's an honour to do it with you. But do you know what? Just remember, Ryan versus Ryan. Let's fucking do this.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, one thing is for certain. One thing is for certain, and that is on the 20th of June, Ryan is walking out here with the TDW Men's Championship. The only question remains, which Ryan is it going to be? Is it going to be the Relic? Is it going to be the Modern Classic? We will find out in a few short weeks' time. Again, get your tickets for TDW Slam by Me. Link will be in the description on this video. Link will be in the channel description as well. Get your tickets for Slam by Me and support who you think deserves most to be the first ever TDW Men's Champion. Lads, in the meantime,
Before you wrap things up,
okay.
Ryan, Fighting talk's done. I'm going to ask you a question. Because remember, we're not the same. You said this. Who's your Batman, Ryan?
It's a good question. I mean, I think both of my answers are pretty. I can't think of the word now, but
Controversial.
not go-to favourites. I'd probably say my top one is Ben Affleck, very underrated.
Absolutely.
And then close second is probably Michael Keaton, but don't know what that has to do with you. But...
It's weird because, again, I told you, last time I saw you in person, when I first saw you, you walked in as someone that I was bringing into a show. Yes, last time we came face to face, we became opponents, but I saw you in your Batman t-shirt. You say we're not the same. Okay, I'll see you June 20th. Maybe afterwards, whoever's holding that belt, what's the first round? And maybe we can have a Batman conversation then, because I like Michael Keaton a lot. And I really like Ben Affleck. See you June 20th, Ryan.
Well, this might be the last time that I'm on camera with this in my possession, because in a few short weeks, it's coming home with one of you. Ryan versus Ryan. Relic versus Sir Ryan Matthews. June 20th, Slam by me. Again, get your tickets, use the link in the description. I personally am looking forward to this. I cannot wait to find out who our first champion is going to be. One way or another, whether it be the pedigree of everything that Sir Ryan brings to the table and everything that he's done to deserve this shot, or whether it be the passion and the newfound love that Relic is bringing to the table. Either way, I think we might have a deserving champion on our hands, and we will find out together who that champion is going to be. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Relic, my Ryan, we might not talk on the podcast again between now, because I know you're devoting all the time to the training, and very rightly so. So if I don't get to speak to you before June 20th, best of luck, mate, and I will offer the exact same to Sir Ryan Matthews. Best of luck to both of you come that main event on June 20th at Slam by me. In the meantime, from me, for TDW and Talks with Dorks, see you later.
Don't ever call me my Ryan. See you later.
Do you like trees? Do you like cards? Do you like frogs? What about all three together? Because Ryan has got the place for you. Tell him, Ryan.
How is this you doing a promo for Tree Frog Grading, our partner that grades cards and then gives us a discount code? That was just you throwing it over to me.
Yeah, it's called delegation.
It's called you having this information in front of you for 2 years and never paying attention to it. That's what that is.
Yeah, is it on Braille on my screen? No, it's not.
Good point. Tree Frog Grading is a partner we've had for 2 years now, and you can still get your cards graded and use the code TWD15 for 15% off. That's treefroggrading.com. And don't forget, if they've got any other promotion running on the website, you can add our code on top of that to save yourself even more money. Laferde, it's as easy as that. Get your cards graded. Get your cards graded at a discounted price with the code TWD15, treefroggrading.com.
Ribbit.
Laferde, this is how you do a promo. You ready?
Oh, when's someone going to turn up to show me how to do it?
Wow. I'll show you how to do it. Our friend JC has got his very own clothing range. It's called Graffiti WASHED. Laferde, you remember JC, don't you, when he came on the podcast?
I do, because we got a few messages and I thought, who is this guy?
Yeah, well, JC came on the podcast and he told us all about his clothing range, Graffiti WASHED. And with us, you can get 30% off by using the code TalksWithDorks30. Go check out his clothing range. It's fun, it's funky. Some people call it controversial. As long as you're talking about it, as long as you're buying it, and as long as you're wearing it. Graffiti WASHED, Talks with Dorks 30 for 30% off. See? Easy as that, mate.
Speaking of controversial, it means you might be able to get some of your own clothes instead of wearing everyone else's.
Fair point. Who's watched back any of our TDW shows recently?
Watched them back. I've done nothing but. I'm the guy editing all of them.
No, where would we find it? YouTube or...
Oh. Again, mate, like, you're part of this podcast. How do you not know that we have a Patreon page? You've got content on there that you made.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see what I was doing.
It always goes back to the site. Kurt, you're quite good with this. Why don't you give Laferde the little rundown on how, where, and what is available on offer for him to get our Patreon page?
Kurt, do it in your announcer voice.
It is easy to find, even if you're visually challenged. And yes, I will do it in the announcer voice.
Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Talks with Dorks has its own Patreon page where you can find exclusive content recorded by our very own man who doesn't have a single clue what he's doing, the one and only Laferde. You can also see all of TDW's full wrestling events in all of their glory as they happen live, with exclusive match commentary and behind the scenes and backstage interviews as well, plus a whole heap more besides that. It's all available on the Talks with Dorks Patreon, patreon.com/Talk Dork Podcast.
See, Laferde, if you could, like, you've been around for 2 years and you still can't make an effort like that at all.
Well, if I was a goose, I'd have bumps right now. Just hearing Kurt with that announcer voice is just worth pissing you off every week.
Really? And did you know, Laferde, that you don't even have to pay for the first month? We have got a link that will be down below that you can get the first month free.
It means at the bottom of the video, not Australia.
What did I say?
Down below.
That's down under.
Not up here, it's not.
Fair enough.
Please subscribe, we need the money.
Find us at patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast. 1 month free if you click the link below.